Willhite, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for doing this. This is going to mean so much for so many people. It means so much for me that you're taking the time to do this and that you're willing to sit down with me when you could be, taking it easy on a weekend, on a Sunday, So I really appreciate it. And I think a lot of people are going to really appreciate this one. This is going to mean a lot to a lot of us, especially a lot of the Marines that I know. I think they're going to love this. So, yes, for those of you that don't know, this is Leighton Willhite. Fought at the Battle of Iwo Jima, and we're going to get into some really incredible stuff. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Before we get into it, though, I want to read kind of a short bio of your life and your experiences so that people that may not know you can kind of have a brief idea of, like, some of the things that you've gone through. All right? So we'll get started with that first. So Leighton Willhite is a centenarian United States Marine Corps veteran renowned for his service as a tank driver during the Battle of Iwo Jima in World War II. Born on April 12th, 1925 in Bloomingdale Park County, Indiana, Willhite grew up in a rural Midwestern community before being drafted into the Marines on November 5th of 1943 at the age of 18. Following basic training at boot camp, Willhite attended specialized schooling to become a tank driver and was assigned to Charlie Company, 5th Tank Battalion, 5th Marine Division. He trained at Camp Pendleton, California, honing his skills on the M4A3 Sherman tank. And then by early 1945, at age 19 and holding the rank of corporal, deployed to the Pacific Theater for his first combat assignment, the amphibious assault on Iwo Jima, which began on February 19th of 1945. So there's going to be a lot of stuff we'll talk through in there, just to give you an idea of, like, what a legend this dude is. All right. You grew up in Bloomingdale, Indiana.
Right.
And you were born in 1925.
That is correct.
What kind of things did you do for fun when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, went swimming a lot.
Went swimming a lot?
Yeah, in a little creek.
A little creek?
Yeah.
Is it near your house or something?
Well, it was, we were farming, and it was on the farm.
Okay, so you were another farm boy. I swear to God, all of you guys grew up on a dang farm.
Well, let me say this. That's about all we had to do.
Oh, really? What kind of stuff did you farm?
Oh, it was, we had probably 50 acres that we farmed for a Dr. Green, and with a team of horses, and we also used an old Ford to plow with.
Used a Ford?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And that year was a total failure as far as they went. There was no rain, and the soil was dry, and we didn't do anything at all but survive.
So you were just trying to make it.
Trying to make it.
You grew up in the Great Depression. That's a period of time that made a lot of people don't realize, like, the adversity that people faced during that period of time in American history. It was a hard time to grow up, I would imagine.
It was a hard time to grow up and a hard time to make a living.
Yeah. And you guys made all of your money off of farming?
We made all of our money off of farming for a while. And my grandfather had a sawmill, and he would hire my dad to cut the trees or whatever that was needed on the sawmill.
Okay, so he ran your father, or
my grandfather.
Your grandfather had a sawmill, and his son would help cut trees down with him?
Yes.
Okay. That was in, like, the early 1900s, or was that during the 1920s?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Did you have any other family members that served in the military at all?
Well, I had a brother-in-law that was in the Air Force.
Okay.
And I don't remember any of the rest of them that were in at the time.
Yeah, but your father, you don't remember your father or grandfather ever serving in the military?
I don't remember them ever. My father did not, and my grandfather did not. My uncle did. Several uncles that did. One of them was released from the service and sent home to die, of which he did. But it was quite a difficult time.
Yeah. Yeah. Where did you get most of your meat from? Did you guys have animals that you would slaughter at the house, or did you have a grocery store you could get meat from?
No, we would slaughter our own.
Okay.
And we would rabbit hunt a lot. And
Really?
really.
Would you guys kind of like feed the family with going hunting and stuff pretty frequently?
Yes.
Okay, rabbit tastes pretty good.
It sure did.
Did you ever hunt anything else other than rabbit? Did you go fishing or anything? Or
Squirrels, we'd go for those, but they were very slim meat on a squirrel.
Yeah, it wasn't as much. Is there deer around here?
Well, I'm sure there was, but we didn't have any.
Oh, you didn't have any? Okay, so it was mainly like rabbits and squirrels and stuff like that?
That is correct.
Okay. Did you guys ever know how to can stuff or anything like that?
Oh, yes. We canned everything we could.
Okay. And that helped kind of preserve some of the vegetables you guys would grow?
Blackberries and you name it.
Let me ask you this. Did your mom never make like pies or anything like that when you grew up?
My mother made a world of pies.
How good were those?
Well, she was a good pie maker.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Did she ever teach you how to make pies?
No, I don't remember that. I had a sister that helped her.
Okay, so your sister learned how to make them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Did you ever go hunting with your father back then?
No, he never hunted any. He left that up to us.
Okay. And he was just busy with the sawmill and stuff like that?
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
Okay, fair enough. So when you went to middle school and high school, did you play any sports or anything like that?
I played every sport there was: football, basketball, baseball.
All of it. So jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
Okay, fair enough. Did you ever go to like any big competitions with any of those, or?
Yes. Go to see the Cubs play once in a while.
Okay. You'd go see the Cubs play. Did you ever go to like any championships? Did you guys ever like go to any championships or win any trophies at your high school or anything?
No, not in high school. They closed it down. I went to another school and they closed them down.
Oh, they closed down the high school?
Yeah, high schools, because there was small and not many students and too expensive.
Okay.
So they put us together and closed down some of them.
Okay, so they combined the schools into like one larger school because the other ones.
That is correct.
Okay, that makes sense. When did you make the decision to join the Marine Corps? When did you know you were going to join the Marine Corps?
It was very simple. I was drafted. It wasn't a matter that I made a choice to join it. I got a draft notice when I was 18 years old, and I in turn then did not want to go to the Marines. I wanted to go to, at that time, to, well, I'm trying to think just which outfit I was choosing.
Because the reason
Coast Guard.
Oh, you wanted to do Coast Guard?
Yes.
Okay. So my question is, like, when I hear people talk about getting drafted, I think, okay, hey, here's your draft notice, you have to join. But I thought maybe they gave you the choice what branch you go into. They don't give you a choice what branch you go into.
They didn't give us any choice of anything, no.
Okay, so they're like, you're going into the Marine Corps.
Right.
And then you're like, roger that, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, and what year was that when you found that out? 1942?
Born in 25, and it would have been probably 32.
1932.
32.
Wait. No, 40. It's got to be 42, right? Okay, yeah, 42. Yeah, okay. So 1942, you found out you're getting drafted. Here's what a lot of people are probably curious about. Where did you go to recruit training?
For training, from boot camp?
For boot camp, yeah.
Well, we went to Indianapolis with a bunch of men, and they chose so many men out of it, and I was chosen out of the Marines to go to the Marines. I, at that time, wanted to go to the Coast Guard, I guess, and I was pushed away from it. The big Marine grabbed me by the shoulder, said, "Get over there and shut your mouth." And I did.
So you went straight over. Where did you go to boot camp?
I went to boot camp at San Diego, California.
Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego? Okay, so you were a West Coast guy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And when did you know what job you were going to be doing? Did you find out at recruit training?
I didn't know until probably the second day when they chose them. I wasn't chosen to be a driver to begin with. The drivers played out, and they pulled me off of something else, which was because I was so small, and trained me a little, then said, "You will be the driver." And I said, "Okay." And I talked to Don North, who happened to be the tank commander of it. And he said, "Willie, don't worry, we'll carry you through." And they did.
Yeah. When did you find out you were going to be a tanker? Like, did they tell you when you were at boot camp, or did they tell you after boot camp? Or
It was told me when I was in boot camp.
while you were in boot camp, you found out? They're like, you're going to be a tanker.
That is right.
Okay. But you didn't know you were going to be a driver yet.
No.
Okay. When did you found out you were going to be a driver after boot camp?
That is right.
Okay.
Yes, it was after boot camp, and they discussed it with me, and they said, "Willie, you're going to be the driver for Don North."
And Don North was the tank commander.
He was the tank commander, and a good one.
Okay. Where was the tank school at that time? Like the schoolhouse for the job? Where did you learn how to be a tanker?
Well,
You know what state it was in?
what state?
Yeah, what state was that schoolhouse in for tank school?
Oh, it was in Bloomingdale.
Tank school was in Bloomingdale, Indiana?
Well, where I was trained.
Really?
Really.
So you came back home to go to tank school?
That is right.
What's that?
That's not right. Jack's Farm,
Jack's Farm? Where's Jack's Farm?
San Diego.
Oh, okay. Jack's Farm. So Jack's Farm, that's in San Diego, correct?
Yes.
And that's where the tank school was at the time?
No, the tank school was in San Diego.
In San Diego. Okay. So the tank school was in San Diego, right near where you went to boot camp, basically. So you didn't have to go far from boot camp to go to tank school.
That is right.
Okay. All right. Do you remember how long tank school was?
I really don't. It was seems to me like 3 years or 2.
It felt like a long time, I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah. Probably a few months at least, I would imagine, right?
right.
Did you ever get to fire the cannon at all, or did you just drive the whole time?
No, I got to fire the 75.
Okay. Did you enjoy that? Firing the tank?
Well, seems like I was doing better than some of the others. Yes, I enjoyed it.
Did you have like targets set up that you had to hit?
That's right.
Okay. Did you get pretty good at it or what?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Have you ever seen any tank movies before?
Yes, I have.
You ever seen that movie Fury?
No.
Oh man, you got to see Fury. Brad Pitt's like the tank commander in that movie. It's about a Sherman tank, I believe, in World War II in the European theater.
Okay, that Sherman's is what we had.
Yeah. Yeah, Sherman. Yeah, the Sherman tank was definitely all over the Pacific and in the European theater for sure. But that was the one you got trained on, was the Sherman tank.
That is right.
Okay. Did you ever have any exposure to other tanks of any kind, or just Shermans?
I don't remember of any other tank besides the Shermans.
Okay. You go through tank school. What's the hardest part of going through tank school that you recall?
I had a hearing problem, and my biggest problem was my hearing.
Oh, you had a hearing problem
Yes,
when you were 18 going through tank school?
yes,
And so was it hard to hear the tank commander's like orders or something, or?
that is right.
Okay, so that made it difficult to hear what you needed to do and things like that. Were those things pretty loud on the inside?
Not too bad. They were difficult, but they weren't too bad.
Yeah. Were diesel engines? Is that what they were?
No,
Do you know what kind of engines those things had?
no, I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. I think it was probably 500 horsepower diesel engine. Gas. Oh, wow.
We had both. We had diesel, and we had gas.
Gas, yeah. When you graduated from tank school, how long was it before you left to go out to the Pacific Theater?
I would say 2 weeks.
A couple weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have time to go home and see your family or anything?
No, you did not.
No time. So you just did you say goodbye to everybody before you went to boot camp then?
Yes.
Okay. Was that a difficult period for like your mom and your sister and stuff?
The whole thing was hard. Like it or not, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, leaving home at 18 to go off to the Pacific.
That is right.
Yeah.
No, I went to San Diego
Yeah.
from there, and then we joined the 5th Marine Division, and they assigned me to the tank, and Don North was tank commander already.
Was Don North a lieutenant or a captain?
Pardon?
Was Don North a lieutenant or a captain?
He was a lieutenant.
He's lieutenant. Okay. First or second lieutenant, do you remember?
He was a 2nd lieutenant.
No kidding. And he was the tank commander.
And he was the tank commander.
Man, when did you meet him for the first time?
Well, when I first came out of boot camp, is when I met him.
Okay, so before you even went to the schoolhouse, you met who you're going to be working with?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And how long was it before you found out you were going out to Iwo Jima? Did you find out before you left, or?
No. No, we were just told, pack and get everything ready and loaded out. We're moving out.
They didn't say where you were going?
They didn't tell us a thing.
That's pretty typical. Just like, we're going, and just be packed and ready to go. So do you remember the ship that you were on when you went out into the Pacific?
No, I really do not. There was, let's see. I can't think of what the tank was now.
Or what the ship was?
No, I don't.
Probably hard to remember some of these things, I would imagine, just for it's been like over 70 years. That's a long time, so. But in any case, do you remember how long the trip was to get out there? Did it feel like a couple months, or?
Well, first let me say that we went out to Aliso Canyon and trained there, getting off a ship, and then...
Aliso Canyon?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that?
That's out by Los Angeles, out in the water there.
Okay, so you did some practice runs out there?
You know, one time.
One time. So that was when you got your rehearsals done?
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine they wanted to get a little practice before they did the real thing.
Well, I didn't want to, but they did.
At the time, I imagine I didn't want to. I mean, I get it. You know, it's probably... I mean, you probably had to, go through a lot just to do a practice run.
Well, that's true. We did.
Yeah. How many guys were in your tank with you?
How many was in my tank?
Yeah.
There was 5 of us all together.
5 of you? Do you remember all their names?
Well, most of them had Don North, had, can't recall the others' names, but I can picture them and see them.
You can picture their faces, yeah. Did you spend more time talking to Don North than the other individuals?
Probably.
Probably, because he was the one that was telling you where to drive. So you built a pretty good relationship with him then.
I did, yes.
Okay. Once you got done with your rehearsals and your practice runs and training, and you actually left to go across the Pacific, did you guys stop anywhere on the way? Did you go to Guam? Did you go to Hawaii? Did you go to anything like that?
I don't think we did then on those. I think we went right back to, maybe went to Hawaii.
On the way out to Iwo Jima?
Yeah.
So you stayed in Hawaii for a little while?
Stayed there probably 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days? Before you left to go to Iwo Jima?
That is correct.
Okay. Once you guys got in vicinity of Iwo Jima, did you guys spend a lot of time on the ship while they were bombing the island and everything like that before you actually went in?
Yes.
Do you know how many days you were waiting?
No, I wish I did. A lot of days, but I don't remember how many days.
Did you have to stay below deck while they were bombing the island?
Yes.
Okay.
We spent all the time while they were bombing.
You'd spend it down below?
No, you see, no, I didn't spend it down below.
You would be up on like the top of the deck and stuff sometimes?
Yeah.
Even while they were bombing?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of stuff did they have you doing on the ship before you went ashore? Were you cleaning stuff? Were you cooking?
They had me chipping paint.
Oh, that's pretty typical. They had you chipping paint.
They had me shipping paint.
Did they have you repainting stuff too?
No, they wanted to get it ready for the Navy to paint.
Okay, the Navy would do the painting and the Marines were chipping it.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, sounds about right. What else kind of stuff did they make you guys do? Did you have to have like kitchen duty or anything like that?
Oh, yes. Yes, we always had kitchen duty. It didn't make any difference. And they would tell us, usually the first day that we lit there, they call their certain names out, and you'll be a chip painter, and the others all the way through. And they had jobs for all of us.
They did. So they would your job change on a day-to-day basis, maybe?
Yes.
So sometimes you would be chipping paint. Sometimes you'd be cleaning the latrine or cleaning the head. Sometimes you'd be working in the kitchen.
And then on my second one, later when we made out, I was assigned ice cream maker.
You were assigned as an ice cream maker?
Yes.
They made ice cream on the ship?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I guess that makes sense because you can't, like, ship it out there. So if you're going to have ice cream, you got to make it right there. That's interesting. What kind of flavors would you make? Would you make more than one?
I made chocolate and vanilla. And I think that was it right then.
Just vanilla and chocolate. Did you get pretty good at it?
I thought I did.
What about the other Marines and sailors? Did they think you did a pretty good job?
Well, they all liked it enough they'd come around and get friendly with me.
Okay. They want to be your buddy since you're making the ice cream.
Then the minute they would quit making ice cream, I no longer had buddies.
Yeah, I no longer have buddies. I get it's funny. So they're like, well, we got to get real close to this guy because he makes good ice cream. Did you have a gym? Was there a gym on the ship you could work out in?
No.
No gym?
No gym.
Oh man, that'd have been rough. Did you guys PT on the ship at all?
No.
No PT on the ship?
No.
Oh wow, that's also very different. That's very different. How was laundry? Was that a complicated task to do laundry?
Well, I had my share of experience. We would drag our clothes behind the ship overnight to wash it
You would drag the clothes overnight in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's just so crazy. Would you tie them with ropes to the aft of the ship?
Yes.
Did you ever have any like animals get onto them or anything like that? Or kelp or seaweed?
No.
No? That's crazy. But and then how would you dry them? You just hang them up on like clotheslines or something throughout the ship?
Yeah, we use regular clothesline to tie it together, and so many, and drag them.
That's wild. I've never heard of that. I thought you guys had so. I guess did you not have like a room in the ship that you could wash clothes?
Really not. We would wash the clothes, and I'm guessing on this I remembered, but next to the tanks we would wash clothes, and we had a certain day that we washed them and time and so on.
So you could wash clothes next to your tank and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did you ever hang them to dry on your tank?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, you developed a very close relationship with your tank then.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Because, if you're drying your laundry on it and you're also fighting war in it, that's a pretty close relationship, I'd say.
Yeah.
Did you get did you sleep all right on the ship? How was your sleep while you're out there on the way out? Were you stressed?
Well, on the way out, to begin with, we got about 5 miles out when we went to Hawaii. Got about 5 or 6 miles out, and they stopped the boat and formed a circle and called us all together and said, "You know where you're going." And we'd have been told that we were going to a certain island. We all held up our arms, and yes, we knew. And they said, "Where is it?" And one of the guys told where it was, where we were. They said, "Well, you're wrong. We are not going to Iwo Jima. Everything has been changed, and we're going to a different island." And that's how we changed.
Where did they tell you that you were going?
I don't really remember.
But you thought you were going to Iwo Jima, but you went somewhere else instead?
No, we did not fire on Iwo there.
But you're saying, somebody said that you were going to Iwo Jima.
Well, that was the captain that has told us that.
The captain said you were not going.
2 days later.
Oh, 2 days later.
Yeah, that we were not going to there. Things have been changed.
Okay.
And we're going to another island.
What was the other island? Do you remember?
Well, the other island had to be Iwo.
Oh, so they thought you were going somewhere other than Iwo Jima.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So initially they didn't even know that that you were going there, and then 2 days later they found out, hey, we're going to Iwo Jima.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So you were on the way out there. How many was there? A whole bunch of ships with you?
Yeah.
Like there's a ton of ships with you.
Ton of ships.
Like, do you remember? Did you ever go up on the top deck to look around at the ships or anything?
Oh, yes.
Did you ever feel overwhelmed at all? What you were doing?
Scared.
Scared? That would probably be a pretty terrifying experience, knowing that you're getting ready to go.
At our age, it was.
Yeah, at 18 years old, I can imagine. Because you're there, you're 18. You just graduated high school, left your home for the first time.
Right.
And here you are going off to fight a war, and there's a ton of ships around you. You're going to an island that the Japanese have control over. You don't know what it's going to be like.
That's right.
But I would imagine, did you and the other Marines ever get together and talk about those things?
A little.
What kind of things were people saying?
Oh, just scared and excited.
Some guys were excited.
Yeah,
Okay. So they were ready to whip it on too?
yeah.
Okay.
And we played a lot of poker.
Oh, did you? You played a lot of poker?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of card games on ships. I feel like it's a good way to pass time. What other games did you guys play out there?
That's all I remember.
Just the poker?
Card games.
Okay. But you guys didn't have a gym. That's so strange. I always felt like they'd have some kind of a workout place there.
No, because they kept us chipping paint all the time.
That was your workout, was chipping paint.
That is right.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Now, walk me through what it was like going from the ship to landing on the beach at Iwo Jima. Do you remember what that was like? Like, how did that work?
Well, I drove the tank off the ship directly onto the shore.
So you were able to drive the tank right off the ship, or did you drive onto a landing craft?
I was on a landing craft then.
Okay.
And drove off of it onto the ground and worried about the water, and it was about that deep.
So water was in the tank?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Did you think you were sinking or something?
You worried?
Yeah, I imagine so. Was there a whole lot of tanks in there?
There were several tanks. I couldn't say how many.
But there was quite a few.
Yeah.
What was going through your head when you were driving that tank up onto that landing craft about to exit that ship?
Well, we didn't go on a landing craft. The ship itself was the landing craft, and we came off of it into the water, and the water would have been 1.5 feet deep, and we drove there onto the beach.
So the ship itself was a landing craft?
Was a landing craft.
You drove right off the ship? The water was deep enough for the ship right there?
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know that was something that happened. I was under the impression that you guys had to get on landing crafts and take them up to the beach. So you drove a tank straight off of the ship?
That is right.
That's why you were in a foot, or like what you said, a foot of water, or 5 feet of water or something?
Well, we wasn't in 5 feet of water when we come off. I'm going to say 100 feet long. We were in water probably 20 foot deep, and drove until we come to this beach, and then came out.
So what's that thing? What's that craft called? That boat that you were on? Is it
LSM?
What's it called? An LSM?
Came off of the LSM.
Okay, so the LSM was what the tank was on the LSM. The LSM pulled out of the actual Navy ship, and that drove up the shore, and it unloaded you right onto the shore.
That is right.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Sorry, it's just, yeah. Were you guys getting shelled while you weren't getting any shells?
No.
So there was no explosions around you while you were going up to the beach?
They were out. We could see them explode, but no, they were out some.
Okay, you think that was because they were waiting for you guys to land before they started shelling you, or?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would have the least idea.
So you landed without having like shells going off around you or anything, pretty much?
That's right.
Did you hear like rounds pinging off the armor of the tank?
No.
No. So you weren't getting shot at or anything like that at the time?
No. The only thing we worried about, that it was, you'd hit it and it would be deep enough and with the water to go through without drowning out the motor.
Oh, okay. So you were just concerned that the motor was going to get flooded out.
That's
when you're disembarking from the landing craft.
That's right.
Okay. That's a fair concern to have while you're in a huge, like, you know how much one of those Sherman tanks weigh?
I want to say 40 ton.
Those things were heavy.
Yeah.
And they're pretty thick armor. Yeah, it's about 33 tons. Yeah, 84,000 pounds for some later variants. Wow. You drove up onto the beach.
Yes.
Once you're on the beach, you're not getting shot at yet.
No.
No? Where do you go once you land on the beach? Did your tank commander tell you to go somewhere, or like when did you start moving?
I would say from here to that door down there through the water and then up on the beach.
Okay.
And then we did not pull the rest of the way on the beach. We stayed there until it got deeper. The water got deeper, of course. And
Oh, because the tide started coming in.
yeah,
Okay, so you pulled up onto the beach and stayed there holding security?
holding security.
Okay, so you didn't go on like an assault by yourself in a tank. You just like pulled up holding security. Did you have some kind of like cover? Like some sand that was high up enough that your tank was kind of concealed a little bit?
No,
So you're out in the open?
we just went until it got too deep and then tried to pull on up on the beach and off onto the island. And
Yeah. At this time, you're not getting shot at.
no,
Is there other people getting shot at around you?
I'm sure there were.
But could you hear anything going, like commotion or anything like that?
Yes.
Oh, you could. Did you hear explosions or gunfire? So it was very loud.
Yeah. And the thing that worried us the most right then was the landmines that were planted in the beach.
Oh, because the Japanese had planted landmines out there?
Every 3 feet, another landmine would be planted.
Really?
Really?
Did you guys ever find any of those landmines or come across them?
Yes, and it put us out of commission.
Really?
Yes.
It took off one of your tracks?
Yes.
Okay. And so that was basically it for the tank. You couldn't go any further after that because it blew a track off.
We blew the track off, and anyhow, I believe the next day we were able to repair the track enough to get on up and head on up on the beach.
Okay, you repaired it the next day.
Yeah,
And this is just day 2.
right.
Okay, so you pulled up onto the beach. You hit a landmine.
Mm-hmm.
It blew off one of your tracks.
Right.
And then did you stay inside of your tank for the entire evening?
Yes.
Just buttoned up with the hatch closed and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Was that because your tank commander said to do that, or
The only choice we had.
it's the only choice you had? That makes sense. I mean, it's safe. It was probably safer inside of your tank than it was outside of your tank.
We wouldn't have wanted to be outside.
Yeah. Because there's probably a lot of gunfire, mortars, and explosions.
Mm-hmm.
Were you concerned about getting hit by any of those like artillery pieces that they had up on the mountain there?
Absolutely.
I wonder, was there any way that you guys were able to like conceal your position at all, or did you have like camo netting or anything? I don't know if that would really matter.
It was wide open. You know, here's a tank right here, and here's where it's sitting, and it's set on right there, and it would come on up, and then you could go up the mountain.
Okay. So were you, because you know how the island is shaped, like you have that one large kind of like mountain right there, and then you've got this long beach that goes out, right? Were you guys closer to the mountain?
We were at first.
Oh, then you moved further away from it?
Before we hit the mine, we moved further in.
Okay. Did you encounter any type of resistance while you were moving in?
No.
No? No shooting, no nothing?
Yeah.
Interesting. You were in the tank the entire time, you didn't get out until you repaired the track the second day, right?
Right.
Did you have to repair that track, or did somebody else repair it?
No, we repaired it.
How difficult was that to do? Like, did you have the tools on you to do that?
And we had tools to do it and spare track to do it.
Oh, you had spare track, like on the side of the tank or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You personally fixed the track to your vehicle, and then you were able to get it started back up and then push onward?
Mm-hmm.
What was your mission that day? Did you have any mission that you had?
I had to help take the track apart and put a new section in and
Yeah.
get it going again.
But after you fixed the track, did you guys have a mission for that day with the tank that they wanted you to do?
A day was about over, so
Oh, it took most of the day.
rest of the day.
Oh, wow. So day 2 was just fixing the tank.
Right.
Okay, because it was just such a long process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you spent that night in the tank again?
Yes.
Okay. Did you guys slept in the tank every night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes sense. That's one of the things. So I was in a combined anti-armor team at one point for about 5 years. And we had trucks. So we had Humvees instead. Not tanks or anything, but nothing as cool as a tank. But we slept in our vehicles as well a lot of the times when we were in the field because you're in an armored vehicle. And why would you get out of your armored vehicle when it's safe? You're safer inside there.
We done the same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense that you would do that.
Mm-hmm.
So the day after you fix that tank track, once the tank is repaired, did your tank commander get any orders from his higher telling you guys to do anything in particular?
No, I don't remember him.
He didn't say you guys had anything you had to do?
Take a shower and
But you guys were just holding security with the tanks.
no, sir, we didn't.
So you brought a tank onto the beach. Did you have like any targets they were telling you to attack with it?
No.
No. They just told you to hold security?
Hold security.
And that was it.
Yeah, knock out any Japanese that we could.
Okay. Were you mainly focused on like bunkers?
And anything that they had that was knocked out there.
Okay. Did they have any vehicles?
Yeah.
They had tanks too?
Well, their tanks were very simple
Okay.
and value nothing.
They were not very effective.
That's right.
Okay. So our tanks were much better than their tanks, you would say?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see any of their tanks while you were there?
Absolutely.
Did you? But you were the driver, not the gunner. So did your gunner shoot any of them?
Oh, yes.
Really? Okay. Were you getting shot at by any of those Japanese tanks?
Sure.
Did they hit you guys at all, or they would hit the tank?
They would hit the tank.
But were those shells just ricocheting off the armor or something, or?
No, they'd blow up.
Oh, they would explode.
Explode.
But they didn't penetrate the armor.
No.
Okay. And you were inside of the tank while this is happening?
Sure.
Wow. And what day was that happening? Was that like day 3 or 4?
Oh, it was day 1 on.
Oh, day 1. So you were getting shot by tanks the day that you landed?
Yes.
Okay. But okay. All right, interesting. Makes sense. Did you feel like you were getting hit with small arms fire as well, like rifle fire?
No, it didn't. The other would overcome it.
Okay. Well, yeah, the armor would overcome it. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. So you guys stayed on the beach for those 3 days.
Right.
What about after that? Did you ever go up the mountain? Did you how many days was it while you were staying on that beach? Do you remember?
2.
2 or 3 days?
2 or 3 days.
And then where did you go from there?
Up to the top.
So you went up to the top of the mountain after 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
In your tank?
Yeah.
Or did you have to get out of the tank?
No, it was in the tank.
You stayed in the tank and drove up?
Yeah.
Wow. You drove up Mount Suribachi in a Sherman. That's wild. Once you were actually going up Mount Suribachi, were you still taking fire on the way up in that tank?
Mm-hmm.
The whole way up?
Mm-hmm.
Like small arms fire plinking off of this thing? Were there any other armored vehicles on the way up that thing?
Don't remember any.
Don't remember seeing any? Mm. Did they have bazookas or anything like that? Any type of Japanese bazookas?
Mm-mm.
or armor-piercing shoulder-fired weapons of any kind?
Yeah, no.
They didn't have anything like that?
Mm-mm.
But they had, like, their field guns,
Yeah.
like their artillery pieces. Were those, like, on the way while you were going up the mountain? Were those...
Up or down, either one.
You saw some of those on the way up?
Mm-hmm.
When you were driving this thing, how did you see out of the front? Was there like a slit in the armor?
No, periscope.
Oh, you had a periscope. Okay. And were you looking through the periscope while you were driving?
Yeah. Yeah, I drove through the periscope.
Okay. So you were still buttoned up fully.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
nothing.
yes.
Okay. How loud was it when you fired that main gun? Pretty loud?
It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad.
No.
I imagine I would be deaf after being in a tank for that. Did you have any type of like ear protection or anything, or?
None whatsoever.
Of course not. They would get. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But so you're driving up. You literally drive on the third day, right? Because you landed on the beach the first day. You're getting shot at by tanks.
And the third day, we were moving up.
Moving up Mount Suribachi. The second day, you fixed your track because your track got blown up when you hit that mine.
Well, yeah, basically that's right.
Yeah. And then the third day, you started making your way up Mount Suribachi.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Now, how many days did it take for you to get to the top of Mount Suribachi?
I want to say 5.
5 days from when you started. Because there was heavy resistance on the mountain.
Yes.
Okay. Was there ever a time that you had to get out of your vehicle, or was it functional the entire way up?
There was times that we got out.
Okay. When was that? Was that towards the latter part?
Well, anytime we had to get out necessary reasons, we would stop and get out. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
And if we couldn't get it, we would wait until we could.
Okay. Well, those times when you say that you couldn't get out, was that because you were being shot at?
Because I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you had to go to the bathroom. So you wanted to wait until it was safe to get out of the vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah. And there was probably a lot of times where it was not safe.
That's right.
Okay. I don't remember if did they have phones on the back of those things?
Yes.
They had phones. And so were there like infantrymen calling you guys on the phone from the outside?
Could be, yes.
Was that normally your tank commander that was talking to him, Don?
Yes.
Okay. And then he would kind of like tell you like to go do something or go somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was there ever a situation where you had some like infantry that were in a tough spot that you went to drive over to help?
Yes.
Like what's a good example of one of those things?
Well, they would just call and say that they needed help, and we would try to get over to them and fire at them.
Yeah. Was there ever like a specific reason like why some of these guys were pinned down? Was it machine gun bunkers? Was it other vehicles? What kind of things was it?
I'm sure there must have been, but I don't remember everything. And
yeah, it's tough. It's tough to remember it all, I'm sure, but you definitely helped people out when they called you on the phone. They said, "Hey, we need some covering fire or some like heavy."
That's right.
Did you guys had a 30 cal machine gun on there too?
Yes.
So you had 30 cal machine gun, and how big was the main cannon?
At a 75
millimeter?
75 millimeter.
Okay.
And we still had the 75 there. And it wasn't long until we lost it, and they came in with replaced it with a 75 for a while, then a 35 caliber.
Oh, your tank cannon got destroyed?
Mm-hmm.
What day did that happen on?
Gee, I don't.
So, yeah, it's hard to remember. But it got blown up.
Yeah.
Do you know what blew it up? Was it like a rocket, a mortar, a tank? Or it's tough to say?
Well, I don't really know.
Yeah. but it got the barrel for your main cannon got blown up, and so you needed a replacement. And they brought a replacement out from the ship.
Oh, for our ship?
From your ship, like for your tank.
Well, we would take one of the ships that had been blown up, yes, and take its 75 and put on. And once in a while, they'd go to something different.
Since your cannon got blown up, you took a cannon off another tank and put it on your tank.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. So like you made some in-the-field repairs.
Right.
But you still had the 30 cal machine gun the entire time for the most part?
Yes.
Okay. And do you think that 30 cal was extremely effective at deterring infantry from attacking your tank?
I do.
Okay. Did you ever experience did they ever do any like bonsai charges or anything like that at the time?
No.
You don't remember seeing that? But you do remember like artillery bombardments and things like that coming from the mountain?
Yeah.
Okay. Based on some of the things I've read, the bonsai charge thing was happening at like Peleliu, was happening at Guadalcanal, happening at Okinawa a lot. But I don't recall hearing anybody say that happened on Iwo Jima, because I don't know if was there any trees?
Yeah, there were some. There was a banana tree there because I come in with a bunch of bananas one night.
You did?
I did.
You picked a bunch of bananas off a banana tree?
I didn't pick anything off. It was just laying on over the motor.
Oh, okay. So it had fallen down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't realize there were trees on the island still. I thought we had shelled it so much that there was nothing left.
Yeah, there was shells done quite a bit.
Yeah. Was the sand, it was black.
Black.
Is that the first time you'd ever seen black sand like that?
Probably so.
Yeah.
Sergeant Bassalone, I remember him.
Did you meet Sergeant Bassalone?
Yes.
Gunnery sergeant at the time, right?
Yes.
Where did you meet him?
On top of the mountain?
You met him on the top of the mountain?
Yes.
Did you meet him on the island before?
Yes, I sure did.
Okay.
He had pulled in where a big shell had hit and put his men in there, and then he got hit himself, and of course it killed him, and I think all the men were killed that was with him.
Really?
Yes.
And he was up on the top of the mountain at the time?
He was.
I don't know why I thought he was down. It's tough to say, but so you met him and did you speak to him?
Yes.
What'd you say to him?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I mean, but did he say anything to you? Or was he like screaming and yelling?
Well, kind of what the place was on top. I say on top, maybe I'm 10 feet from the top.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And I don't know of anything important that I said to him.
Were you just...
To me, he was our hero.
So you knew who he was before you saw him, okay.
We passed him earlier going up the mountain.
And he was with his men?
Yes.
Fighting? That's got to be so weird.
Let me tell you this, he was a brave man.
He's a brave man?
Yes, he was.
When you spoke to him, what was the feeling you got from speaking to him? Do you remember that?
Well, if he can fire his guns there, we can fire ours up there.
But that was like a larger than life, like a hero to everybody. Everybody respected him.
Yes.
Yeah, Manila John.
That's right.
He is. He's still highly respected by the Marines today.
He should be.
Yeah, he is. Still very highly respected by Marines today. He is one of the most well-known Marines, I would say, arguably next to Chesty Puller, probably. Him and Chesty are probably the two most commonly referred to Marines, especially by machine gunners.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my friends who are machine gunners have pictures of John Bassalone in their barracks room.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's good.
They got pictures of John Basilone in their barracks room. They got pictures of John Basilone at their homes, the ones that got out of the Marine Corps, because he's still so well respected, even to this day. He's been dead for over 70 years, and people still talk about him all the time.
Where is his sister?
His sister, I'm not sure.
She lives in California, you know.
Her niece, or his niece, lives in California?
Mm-hmm.
Have you spoke with her?
I knew her. I respect her. And any time I had to speak in the state of Indiana, she would come there.
Really?
And visit. Yes.
You know, there's a Basilone Memorial Foundation, I believe in Jersey, where he's from. And I don't know if you ever had a chance to get out to Jersey, you ought to go. I think they got a memorial out there for him. So if you ever happen to end up in the area, but yeah, his story. Have you ever seen that TV show, The Pacific?
Don't believe I have.
Don't believe you have. You ever heard of that show, Band of Brothers?
No.
No. It's a Steven Spielberg directed, and Tom Hanks as well. So Band of Brothers is like an HBO miniseries that takes place during the war in Europe. And it kind of follows the actions of Easy Company and the 101st Airborne and like their experiences in France and other places like that.
Well, you see, we were on the beach the same time he was coming in.
Oh, when John Basilone was coming in?
John Basilone come in.
Okay.
And many a time I've seen him do things were heroic.
You see him charging into gunfire and stuff like that?
Yes. And he would pick up a machine gun and fire it, a 30 caliber.
Like standing up?
Standing up.
Just hip firing a machine gun. This is what I'm talking about. For every machine gunner out there, yes. If like John Basilone, we have a witness who literally says John Basilone will be hip firing a 30 cal. So there's a lot of guys that are going to like that.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, the Pacific series is about, it follows the Marine Corps through the entire Battle of the Pacific. They have Guadalcanal is a portion of the series, Peleliu, Iwo Jima, Okinawa, things like that. They did the best they could to depict the intensity of what Iwo Jima was like. But it's obviously a difficult task because there's so few people alive to give them advice, to tell them what it was like, you know? And so that's one of the reasons why I think these stories are so important. So like, once you got to the top of Mount Suribachi, what did you do up there? What were you guys doing up there?
Fire away at the enemy, anything we would see there.
So you were firing the tank from on Mount Suribachi down onto the lower areas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you guys had a pretty good vantage point. Could you see a lot of the battlefield from up there?
Yes.
Was there ever a concern that there were still Japanese forces on the mountain or inside of it?
No.
You guys had cleared it out pretty good?
Yeah.
Did you ever meet any flamethrower Marines?
Yeah.
You become friends with them at all?
We had them there.
Yeah.
I saw them use flamethrowers on the Japanese and catch them on fire.
Yeah. Then did you see this from in your periscope or like outside of the tank?
Inside.
Okay, so you were inside the tank.
Yeah.
And you could see them, like the flamethrower Marines getting to work out there, putting work in. What was that? Could you smell it?
That was the first day.
Oh, that was the first day.
First day after we got control of it so we can get the west way up, because we were knocked out right on the first day on the...
Because you hit that mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were getting shot at by enemy tanks that first day as well. And their shells were exploding on the outside of your armor.
Yes, they were.
What did you do about those tanks? Were you able to shoot them?
their tanks.
Yeah, their tanks. Were you like to stop them from shooting at you? Were you guys able to take them out?
Absolutely. We would fire at them every chance we got.
Okay. And that's how you kind of like stopped them from shooting at you? Or were there other people there supporting you to like kind of like other tanks? Were there other tanks near you?
There were, but I don't remember what any of them done.
Yeah, it'd be tough to remember, I imagine. Well, so day one, just to recap, day one, you land on the beach.
Right.
You have like, but you land on the beach first day, you're getting shot at, you've got tank rounds hitting you. You can hear explosions, but you're inside the tank, so it's hard for you to see everything. You're just seeing what's in your periscope.
Right.
Right. You drive up, you stop on the beach, and that's what your tank commander told you to do, right?
You talked to my tank commander?
No, I didn't talk to him, but I'm saying, is that what your tank commander told you to do? Was he said, you're just going to stop right there?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you stopped right there, and then you were holding security. And then that same day, you moved a little further down the beach, and that's when you hit the landmine.
Right.
Right. You stopped for the night. You stayed in there. You didn't get out. You stayed overnight.
Pardon me, just a second. We stopped where they started to turn to go up the mountain, and that's when I hit the landmine.
Okay, so you were turning to go up the mountain.
Turning to go up the mountain.
That's when you hit the landmine on the first day.
It was on the first day.
Okay, and so you were at the base of the mountain about to drive up.
Yes.
Which direction did you guys hold security? Did you hold security with the tank facing up the trail or facing out?
Facing up. If there's a antenna here, then we would hit it right like this.
Okay.
But then it was useless because we were not effective against them, and their men were pretty effective against us.
Yeah. Did you have any dismounted infantry around you to protect the tank?
No.
No?
If we did, I didn't know it.
You didn't know it? You didn't see them? Well, that next day, when you got out to make those repairs on the track, was there some other infantrymen around to like hold security?
Yes, and there were maintenance men around at that time to do the work.
Oh, so there were maintenance men that were helping you?
Yes.
But you also were working on it too, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you had some folks holding security. You had some maintenance men helping you make repairs, and then you were making the repairs too. And that took all of the second day up.
Right.
Because you guys couldn't go anywhere and you didn't want to abandon your tank right there. Day 3, your tank's fixed. You start going up the mountain.
Right.
Okay, right where you'd blown the track off, you're like, all right, let's keep moving. And was it like, do you remember were the roads kind of winding?
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't like straight up. It was like a winding trail.
Up.
Okay. And as you're winding your way up this road,
yeah,
are you getting shelled at all? Are you catching small arms?
Yeah, we're getting shelled by big arms. Anything they could drop on us, they would.
Okay, so they were trying to shoot artillery in your general direction or dropping mortars and things like that. Were you guys getting pinged by like rifle rounds and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So you could hear the pings of the rifle rounds impacting the tank?
Mm-hmm.
That must have been pretty ominous, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, well, definitely not getting out right now, you know? That would be, especially like you said, like if you have to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to pee, but you can't get out of the tank because you're getting shot at right now. That's a tough spot, you know? Did you ever have anything you could like pee into inside of the tank? Was there like a bottle or something, or did you have anything like that?
Well, if we had a bottle, we would use it.
Would you?
We'd use anything we could.
Yeah. Did you have food inside the tank?
Yeah.
So all your chow was in there too.
Yeah.
You could stay in there. You could eat. You had water in there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how much water you guys have? Like a jug?
No, I don't.
But you had enough water for everybody.
Yeah, evidently.
Evidently? That's good. It's good. All right, so you're making your way up to the top of this mountain. You run into John Basilone at the top again, you said, right?
Yes.
And that's and then you said later on, not too long after that, he got hit by that artillery shell.
That's right.
And it killed him and killed his men as well. After that happened,
I think it killed all of his men.
you think it killed all of them?
I think when that big mortar dropped down, it killed all of them.
Yeah. And when that happened, were you involved in any type of like recovery of them?
No.
Or burial or anything like that?
No, I had already gotten out of the tank and hollered down at him, and of course I asked how he was and everything, and he was still all right. And anyhow, they started dropping shells on it, and I got back in my tank. And
so you saw mortar rounds exploding around him.
yes,
And you had gotten out to ask him how he was.
that's right.
Once the mortars started dropping all around you, you got back in the tank because it was
Right.
dangerous. And was that the last time that you saw him?
Last time I saw him.
That is.
I didn't know until then that it was John Bass alone.
Oh, you didn't know until then?
Didn't know until then.
Who told you?
Well, I think that one of his men said, well, that's John Bass alone. I said something, who's in charge? And said, it's John Bass alone. And I had watched them across the bay back there. You know, they crossed the bay, and it was not too far across.
What did they cross the bay in?
Well, he had already come up there and got out of his tank, or whatever he was in, and fired against them.
Oh, he was in a vehicle?
Yes, not when he was killed.
Okay, not when he was in a vehicle before that.
Before that.
And he got out of the vehicle.
Yes, and that shell hit and killed all of them.
Yeah, that's one of those. I'm sure that I would imagine even if this is only like 10, 15 years later, it would be hard to recollect everything because of how much chaos was probably happening.
That is right.
Because it was just like explosions and gunfire and machine gun fire and artillery and like aerial bombardment and naval gunfire, and there's wounded. Do you remember seeing like lots of people wounded on the beach?
Wounded?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember if you had to make a rough guess at how many people you saw at any one given time?
Well, if I had to guess, I would say 35 or 40.
Just in your field of view right there.
Field of view.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a lot. That's like an entire platoon of war.
Yes.
You know. Did you guys have any Navy corpsmen with you?
Yes, we did.
Was he in one of the other tanks?
Probably.
Yeah. Do you remember your Navy corpsman's name?
No.
No. Once you got to the top of Mount Suribachi, after John Bass alone is killed, you got back in your tank. Your son was saying that you witnessed the raising of the flag on Iwo Jima. Is that correct?
Yes, I watched it raise at the bottom, though.
At the bottom?
Yeah. Well,
Raised at the bottom.
All different people I could have. I had already unloaded from my tank and walked up to them. There was 4 or 5 guys around it that had helped raise it.
Yeah. This is at the bottom of the mountain?
Well, it was up probably 10, 15 feet from the bottom.
Okay, 10, 15 feet from the bottom. But not at the absolute peak, though.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I remember there's a lot of history about that particular thing, just because I know they made them do it a couple times, right?
Yeah.
So like this, I think it was like the second or third time was when they actually, or it was the second time. Yeah, the second time was when they actually took that photo.
I was right there with them when they took that second one.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So Joe Rosenthal, right?
But I didn't want to be in it, so I backed up.
What was that like? Seeing the Iwo Jima flag raising like that?
Didn't mean a damn thing to me.
Didn't mean a damn thing, didn't At the time, it didn't really seem like much.
No.
You'd been through a lot by that point.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. You were there nonetheless,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for a moment in time that many people believe is one of the most iconic moments in Marine Corps history,
Mm-hmm.
you know. I mean, there's a lot of iconic moments.
Well, it was the first United States flag ever raised on the enemy while in combat.
While we were still in combat actively.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, because we were still fighting them. We hadn't won yet.
No.
We were doing it more for the demoralization factor.
Yeah.
Were they still in like the cave systems and stuff on the mountain at that point?
Yeah.
And then were they popping out every once in a while to attack you and shoot people?
Mm-hmm.
And were they having to send teams in there to like chase them out, like tunnel teams, burn them out or anything?
I didn't know that.
After the flag raising, where did you go? Did you stay on island for a little bit longer?
I got back into my tank where I should have been.
Where I should have been? Were you not supposed to be out of your tank?
That's right.
Did your lieutenant instruct you to stay in the tank almost as much as possible?
No, he got out first, and I got out then and pushed him up. I said, Dusty, what do we need now? And he said, if you see any live Japanese, kill them.
Okay. Did you have a rifle on you or anything?
45.
Oh, you said a 1911? A 45?
I could hit 45 as well as I could a rifle.
Really? Okay.
Right.
Did you shoot a lot of 45 as a kid?
Mm-hmm. You can put this light here down at the other end and say, hit that, Willie, and I could hit it.
Okay. So you're pretty confident with your 45?
My 45, I was confident.
Okay. And did you, when you guys got out of your tank, you had your 45 on you. Did anybody inside the tank have a rifle?
Yeah, we had several rifles there.
What kind of rifles?
The little M1s, remember those?
M1 Grands?
Could have been.
Could have been, or was it the carbine with the magazine?
No, I don't believe it had a magazine.
Oh, it must have been just the regular M1s then. Yeah. It's like mostly wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nowadays, an M1 Grand is a very, very valuable rifle to have.
Is that right?
It is right, because...
And I gave one away.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'd love to have one and mount it on my fireplace one day.
Right.
Yeah, I'd love to, yeah, because that's just a iconic piece of history. The Marine Corps did a lot with M1s. We fought a lot of wars with M1s. And then also, you know, others as well. But so you got out because your lieutenant got out first.
Yeah.
So if lieutenant got out,
Dustin got out first.
Was that his nickname?
And we had to climb up to get where they fired it.
Or where they filmed it? Or took the picture?
Yeah. And so I climbed up there and we looked at it and fired from it and whatever. And if we saw anything that looked like a Japanese, we fired on them.
Oh, you shot. Oh, you talk about firing your weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, but you'd gotten out just to go to the flag raising.
Yeah.
And to watch them take the picture.
No, I got out to go to the bathroom too.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, because you've been holding it for a long time.
All day.
All day.
Yeah.
Because you're in the tank all the time, did you not drink that much water because you didn't want to have to get out and pee?
I don't remember.
That's what I feel like. I feel like a lot of people would have done that, is like drink less water because you don't want to have to get out or something like that.
No, I think they used some kind of a jug or something can to pee in and throw it out the hatch.
Oh, out the hatch. Did you have a back hatch or something?
No, I just had one hatch there.
Where was the hatch located?
Above my head.
Oh, it's just only the one up on the top.
Well, that was the tank commander that was up there.
Okay.
And I was down below that.
But you had a hatch above you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had your own driver's hatch. And that's how you would get in and climb out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was it a pretty small hatch?
Oh, big enough for me to get in.
Okay. How big were you back then? Were you like 6 foot? Were you 5'7"? Were you
5'7".
5'7"? And how much did you weigh back then, you think?
Probably 160 or 70.
160 or 70 pounds? Okay, so nothing, probably pretty lean.
Pardon?
Pretty lean. Like, in good shape, pretty strong.
Yeah, I was in good shape.
You played a lot of sports when you were younger, so I figured you probably were in good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you do anything like that on the ship?
No.
No?
No.
Did you ever box or anything like that, Jim?
No.
No? No boxing.
No, I boxed one time and got knocked down on my ass.
I just know how the Navy loves boxing, especially back in those days. They would do stuff like that. Did you ever come to a point where you knew that, like, the battle was over?
On Iwo?
Yeah, on Iwo.
Yeah, pretty much so. We got it when we went up and came down and went up again. I said then, the boys, it's over. We're through.
Oh, so you went up and down the mountain multiple times just to kind of look for stragglers or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And after your second or third time up and down, you figured you were probably done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we weren't getting any slack or anything. No one was shooting at us, so say, well, that's through.
Yeah. But when you first landed, everyone was shooting at you.
Right.
Okay. I wanted to ask you a little bit about, do you remember Hill 362?
Remember what?
Do you remember Hill 362 at Iwo Jima?
I should.
It was in the northern Motoyama Plateau near Airfield Number 2. It was one of the hills out there. Mm-hmm. So the first few days weren't super crazy, but after that it got a lot crazier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you were there for another, 33 days.
Well, I was there until it was over. I don't remember.
You were there for over a month, basically, after everything. So one of the well-known hills out there one of the well-known places that was a big point of friction during the Battle of Iwo Jima was Hill 362. Do you remember doing anything with that?
No, I don't.
Let's see here.
But I was there all the way through on it.
It was like a bunch of deep tunnels and stuff that were dug into it. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a cave system that they had in that hill. Not on Mount Suribachi, but on the smaller hill.
On the smaller hill?
Yeah. After the flag raising,
mm-hmm.
You went back to your tank, right?
Right.
And then, where did you guys go from there?
We released. We went back to Hawaii, the big island.
Well, what I mean is because you were there for another month after the flag raising.
No, I wasn't there that long.
Well, it was 33 days, right?
Yeah, Dad, you were there 30 days longer. You remember 362A Hill?
No.
By the airstrip?
No, I don't remember, but I probably was there.
I know you were there, yeah.
Okay. So it's probably tough to recall some of the stuff that happened after the first 3 days.
Do I remember some of the things that happened?
After the first 3 days were over?
Probably.
What were kind of some of your experiences after the flag raising at Mount Suribachi? What kind of things do you remember from it?
From the other?
For the remainder of your time on Iwo Jima?
I don't remember anything that of importance.
You don't think so? Didn't you get awarded a Bronze Star? Do you remember what you did that got you that Bronze Star?
Well, they say that I directed my tank to go over and help a disabled tank.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What What was going on? They say. Do you remember doing that?
I don't know.
It's hard to remember. There's documentation for this, so fortunately.
Yeah.
You were awarded the Bronze Star with V device for valor for your actions during the battle.
Mm-hmm.
You were the driver of the M4A3 Sherman tank, nicknamed Lucky, in Company C, 5th Tank Battalion. You volunteered to assist in rescuing the crew of a trapped sister tank named Genie.
That's right.
You remember Genie?
Mm-hmm.
Which had driven over a hidden Japanese machine gun emplacement near Hill 362.
Right.
Now, when it drove over that hidden machine gun emplacement, it caused it to collapse into a hole, which immobilized the vehicle. So, Japanese infantry were swarming the disabled tank. Do you remember that?
Yes and no.
Like, it's kind of hazy, probably a little bit.
Hazy.
That makes sense. But you were armed with a .45 caliber pistol, and you got out of your tank.
Mm-hmm.
And you ran up to that vehicle with just your .45.
Mm-hmm.
While providing covering fire alongside your platoon leader, Second Lieutenant Leonard Blake.
Right.
Shooting 2 enemy soldiers armed with rifles and bayonets who emerged from cover. What this enabled to do was it enabled your second lieutenant to reach the tank's hull, signal the crew, and then allow the 5 trapped Marines, including Platoon Sergeant Robert McIntyre, to safely exit through the rear hatch.
Yeah, I knew him.
Yeah. Then they salvaged key components, and then you evacuated everybody to Lucky.
He was a asshole.
He was a jerk?
Jerk.
McIntyre was? How so? What did he do?
Oh, he would do anything to make himself look good or go against others.
And you rescued him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But that says a lot about you. You know what I mean? It says a lot more about you than it does him. You know, that even despite the fact that this dude was kind of an asshole.
That's right.
You still went out of your way to take care of him because he was still a Marine.
Well, I would do that for anyone, anytime.
Yeah, I love that. That's what, you know, and that's what a lot of people tell us today still, that it's always about the people to your left and your right. You know? And that's always what it's been about. So that, like I said, it says a lot about you. That despite knowing that dude's a jerk, you're just like, I'm still gonna try to help him.
No, I would have helped anyone I could.
Yeah. Well, you definitely made a difference in all of those guys' lives. There's 5 of them in there. So the rescue was supported by a flamethrower tank that neutralized additional threats, and Genie was later recovered after 3 days. Your contribution directly led to saving your fellow Marines' lives in a severe close combat environment. So that was what I was talking about. Hill 362 was where a lot of the intense fighting was happening.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that you dismounted your tank and was running around with your .45 shooting people, like trying to like save people's lives and stuff, you know. Your dad tells me that your periscope got shot.
No, my dad said that.
I'm sorry, your son.
My son.
Yeah, your son
Okay.
told me that you had a round go into the periscope and travel down it into your lap.
Mm-hmm. I probably did.
Probably did. But you don't recall exactly. What's your diet? I'm very curious. What do you eat on a normal basis?
Well, back then, it would have been a lot of dressing and corn on the cob.
Corn?
Corn,
Okay. Did you like mashed potatoes?
yeah. And had a lot of mashed potatoes.
If you had to choose between steak or chicken, what are you picking?
Steak.
Steak?
Yeah.
My man, let's go. That's exactly what I would go with too. But what about today? Because a lot of people out there, we look at this like, you know, somebody who's lived to be over 100 years old must have taken good care of their body, right? That's what I think. I'm like, how could you make it that far if you didn't take good care of your body? So a lot of that is diet.
I did not drink, nor I did not smoke.
No kidding.
Both of those I never touched.
Never touched alcohol or cigarettes.
No,
Not your entire life.
no.
That's dedication.
You don't remember smoking or?
Never.
No, sir.
Well, that'll do it. I think the thing that I am very impressed with the fact that, like, there are so many people I know that have a very hard time communicating when they're in their, like, 80s and 90s. So, my hat goes off to you. I mean that sincerely. Because, like, it is not a very common thing. You've obviously taken very good care of yourself over the years, you know?
Well, I did. I was a good worker, and I don't know.
You worked hard. And you didn't drink, and you didn't use any mind-altering. Did you drink coffee?
No,
You didn't drink coffee?
no.
No kidding. Oh, man, maybe. I don't know if that's Asian me or not. I don't know. I love caffeine. So I don't drink either. I haven't drank. I mean, I did drink before. I haven't drank.
My dad never would allow us to drink.
Really?
He would drink 5 cups of coffee. You remember this, Chad?
Yeah.
5 cups of coffee himself, but he wouldn't let us kids touch any kind of coffee or anything like that.
He wouldn't let you touch coffee.
Mm-mm.
Why do you think that is?
Well, to begin with, he said if he allowed us to do it, he wouldn't have enough himself.
More for him. That's fair. That sounds about right. Then you didn't drink coffee when you were overseas either.
No.
Was there any type of thing you would use or take to keep you awake? Or to help you stay awake?
Mm-mm.
You just ate food and drank water and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? Because, like, the one thing I really want to try to see if we can figure out more about is, like, some of the finer details from Iwo Jima, like, after the first 3 days. Because that last 30 days that you guys were out there was where the most intense fighting took place.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recall any of that? Like anything that was taking place during that last 30 days, that last month? Like,
Yeah, the Barcelona, I respected him, and he didn't smoke or drink.
he didn't smoke or drink either?
I don't think he drank either.
I mean, for sure, definitely not when he's on Iwo Jima. I don't know. I'm not sure. He might not have smoked. I don't know. He came from an Italian family, so it's tough to say that he didn't drink. I don't know for sure. I bet he probably partook in wine or something like that. Maybe.
Probably.
I might be wrong though. It's possible. But were you given burial details while you're out there? You putting on a burial detail?
No.
No. Were there any of those tanks with flamethrowers
Yeah.
out there?
Each platoon had flamethrowers
On their tanks.
on the tanks.
But you guys didn't have one on yours.
We did not.
Okay. Do you wish that you had had one?
Yes.
Do you think that they were pretty effective
Yes.
bunkers? Where did do you know where they stored the fuel for those? Was it just inside the tank with you?
No, the tank would have been back by the motor.
Back by the motor? Okay. But it wasn't like right inside and like
No.
okay. So like for example, when you went out there, ran out to that tank that collapsed in on a machine gun nest, did you see that from inside of your tank, or were you already outside of your tank at that time?
I don't remember.
Hard to remember. Do you remember how far away it was?
How what?
Do you remember how far away that tank that you went to go rescue those guys from was?
Well, they were close.
They were pretty close to you?
Yeah.
They were like part of your platoon, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how you knew that guy was kind of a jerk, was because you met him back in California.
Yeah, and he was a tank commander and an asshole.
Yeah. So he was a tank commander. Your lieutenant was a tank commander.
I wasn't a tank commander. I was a driver.
No, but your lieutenant was a tank commander, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you guys have a captain at all?
A top.
Yeah.
We had a turret.
No, but like a captain.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and that would have been McIntyre.
McIntyre?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who was Fred?
Huh?
General Fred Haynes.
Fred Haynes?
Well, I'm trying to bring Fred Haynes into my past.
We met him in Iwo in 2009.
Well, I remember him quite well, but I don't remember.
He was a captain there.
Well, you see, as far as rank went, they didn't give you any rank back then. Corporal is as high as you could go. And they shut him off because the Navy commander of everything said they didn't have the money to do it.
They didn't have the money to promote people?
That's right. They did not have the money.
I wonder if there might have been extenuating circumstances. Was that just for tankers?
No, I think it was for all tankers.
Oh, for tankers.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Like it potentially. I'm not sure. I don't know. But anyways, you were out there for 30 more days. Like I said, after you saw the flag raising. Do you remember seeing any P-51 Mustang fighters coming in and doing gun runs for you guys?
I remember the P-51s.
Did you ever see any coming in doing gun runs while you're out there?
Probably don't remember now.
Okay. Do you remember fighting for airfield number 2? Do you remember airfield
Yeah.
number 2? Do you remember were you involved in your tank on the way to that?
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember seeing like the fighting that was taking place with that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. What was that like?
It was scary
Yeah.
because we didn't know what the hell we were getting into and why, and the information they was giving us was to scare us.
Who was giving you?
Whoever above the tank commanders, above them.
What were they telling you? Like, what information would they give you?
That it's going to be tough and we're going to lose men and so on. And
They told you that we're going to lose people.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fighting went on until March 26th out there. But that's what most people consider to be like the most fiercely contested objectives during this battle.
Mm-hmm.
It's Hill 362 and Hill 362A, which 362 is where you got your Bronze Star from.
Right.
You know? Did you ever run into machine gun nests?
Oh, yeah.
Like with your tank? Did you ever drive over them?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just drive over them of your own volition, or did your tank commander tell you to, hey, drive over that?
Well, probably a tank commander would tell me, and I would fire into it myself regardless.
Okay. As the driver, could you fire the gun too?
Oh, yes.
So you could fire the gun from the driver's seat?
No, it'll be the assistant driver's seat.
The A driver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the A driver fires the gun, and you're just focused on driving?
Right.
Okay. But is the A gunner the only one that can fire the gun then?
Yes, it was his job to fire the gun.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and so you fired into many a machine gun nest.
Did what?
You shot many machine gun nests.
Oh, yes.
And you were watching, and is he able to see where he's shooting? Does he have a periscope too?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you have the same periscope?
No, he had a periscope too.
Okay. So you each have your own.
No.
Okay. Would you ever talk him onto targets? Like walk him onto them?
Yeah.
What was the most terrifying experience on the island that you remember, if you had to think back?
I think that right at the base where the flamethrowers were used, and I watched those boys blow up, and they were Japanese, and it hurt.
You saw Japanese flamethrowers or American flamethrowers?
They're Japanese flamethrowers.
Oh, the Japanese troops had their own flamethrowers?
They had flamethrowers too.
Okay, and you saw us shooting their tanks, probably?
Yeah.
And then those tanks igniting?
Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty terrifying experience to see that.
I thought it was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it definitely... Most people don't see that type of stuff in person. I mean, people might see it on, like, video games or movies or TV or something like that, but seeing it in person is a completely different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a time where you felt like your life was in the most danger?
There and down at the end there, where the Japanese were, is where their lunch table was.
Lunch table?
Yeah.
Are you talking about over near, like, one of the hills?
Yeah.
Okay, not Mount Suribachi.
No.
Okay, so it's like some of the other locations, like probably Hill 362.
Yeah, you could pull a tank in here, and they would have behind it, you could see them fixing the meals and everything, and that's where they were set up.
Oh, you could see their tables that they were eating off of.
That's right.
And that was outside?
Pardon?
And that was like outside?
Mm-hmm.
Not in caves?
Well, they were in the caves. We could see them in the caves, and we would open fire on it.
Yeah. With the tank?
Mm-hmm.
You shot into the caves with the tanks too?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Did you ever see anybody run out after you shot into the cave?
Yes.
I would imagine that this is probably a fairly traumatic experience. Would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that's probably true? Do you think that there's parts of this experience that are hard to remember because of how traumatic it was?
Could be.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's possible. And especially plus being that, it's been set over 70 years as well. Yeah. I'm sure that it's difficult to remember certain things like that are life-altering.
Mm-hmm.
I still think your stories are valuable, especially to these young guys and gals, because there just aren't. I mean, there's a handful of you guys left. The Iwo Jima symbol is one of the most iconic pieces of symbolism of the Marine Corps. I mean, that's like, there's statues of the Iwo Jima Memorial, of the Iwo Jima flag raising all over the continental United States. Mm-hmm. There's a statue in Hawaii at Marine Corps Base Hawaii. There's one in Washington, D.C. near Arlington. There's one near Quantico, Virginia. I mean, they're like literally every base. There's one at Parris Island. There's one at San Diego. There's one at Pendleton. I would imagine somewhere. There's literal, like that battle is one of the most iconic battles the Marine Corps fought in. And like nearly 7,000 people died taking that island.
I know a lot did.
Yeah. Did you have a lot of friends that you knew?
Had my share.
I imagine that was a tough part as well.
It was.
Did any of those guys come from your hometown? Or were they from all over the United States?
I'm sure they did. I just got to stop and think. I don't remember now.
That's okay. I'm sure that they probably came from all over.
Yeah, there were, I'm sure.
Yeah. The days leading up to when you're going and you're all talking with each other about what it's going to be like, what they think they're going to see, what you think you're going to see. Was it a lot different than you expected?
Yes.
Was it worse than you expected?
Yes.
Whenever you left the island, did you Do you think that you had a hard time, like, adjusting again and getting back to regular life?
Yes, I did.
Did you have a hard time sleeping and stuff, too?
Mm-hmm.
Did after a while that eventually stop?
Yeah.
How long do you think that took
Oh, I'd say 3 or 4 years.
before you could kind of, like, get back to normal?
Mm-hmm.
Would you, like, wake up in the middle of the night sweating and stuff?
Mm-mm.
No? You just couldn't sleep?
Couldn't sleep.
Like, did a lot of your friends that fought there too? Did a lot of those guys start drinking and stuff when they left there?
Mm-hmm.
Do they? Yeah, I mean, it's probably hard to bear. It's a hard memory to bear.
Anyone killed is hard to bear.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's not normal.
That's true.
It's not normal for human beings. I mean, we have done it for centuries and centuries, and some people got real good at it and desensitized, but it's not a natural, it's an unnatural thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because because human beings typically, when they're killing something, it's for food.
It's true.
You know? We're one of the few animals that, I mean, there's other animals that do it too, but we're one of the few animals on this planet that kill for other reasons other than just for food. You know? And so that leaves an impression on somebody.
That is right.
Was it hard to open up about your experiences that you had there?
Yeah, it takes time. Yeah, it did take time.
Yeah.
But I'm all right now with it, but I wasn't.
Yeah, for the first few years,
Mm-hmm.
it was hard. Have you stayed in pretty good touch with a lot of the other guys, like, throughout the years since then? Did you stay in touch with each other?
Mm-hmm. Some of them I have.
Especially after you guys... And did you go to any other islands in the Pacific other than Iwo Jima?
I think Iwo Jima, I was at others, but nothing like Iwo Jima.
Nothing quite like that at all.
Mm-mm.
Did it ever rain there?
Yeah.
It rained there?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, it's in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, so...
Mm-hmm.
But it was also... Was it unbelievably hot and humid?
It's true.
That's one of the things that we always think about. Was there any bugs or snakes or plants or animals of any kind?
The snakes stay with me,
There were snakes? Okay.
and that stays with me.
That stays with you? How did you run into snakes?
They run into me.
They ran into you? Where did you see them?
Well, I wasn't an island out there that didn't have snakes.
You know, I want to say Hawaii doesn't have snakes.
No, they had snakes.
They had snakes too? At the time when I was there, somebody said that Hawaii's not supposed to have snakes, and if they do, if you find one, you're supposed to, like, tell somebody. It might have been different at one point, maybe, potentially. Oh, yeah, you went to Guam, right?
Yeah, I was on Guam.
What did you do on Guam?
Visited.
Just visit on the way back?
Yeah.
Did you guys get some, like, rest and recovery there?
Mm-hmm.
You guys were relaxing after Iwo Jima was over?
Mm-hmm.
How long were you in Guam for?
Oh, probably there 3 times, and probably where 2 to 3. I'd say 2 to 3 weeks each time.
Okay, and you were able to, like, get some good sleep there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, get some good food maybe?
Mm-hmm.
And then after there, you came back to the States, correct? To San
Right.
Diego?
Mm-hmm.
How much longer did you stay in after that?
I got out as soon as I could,
Oh, you did?
but I don't remember. They released me.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm.
After that battle? They didn't try to send you to Okinawa?
No, I wasn't in Okinawa.
But they didn't try to, like, get any of you or your buddies to go to Okinawa?
I don't think so.
You went to mainland Japan?
Yeah, I went to Japan.
You went to Japan? Okay, before you came back, you went to Japan.
Yeah.
Do you remember what year that was? In 1945?
That's what I was going to say. I think it was 45.
Okay.
Flint-
But you never went to Okinawa, just mainland Japan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that was after we dropped the bomb?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I remember when they dropped the H-bomb,
Yeah.
because we were into it with them then.
You remember when that happened?
Yeah.
Did you guys see it in newspapers?
I saw it personally.
Saw it personally?
Yes.
You mean you went to Hiroshima or Nagasaki on ship?
Yes.
You did. How did it look?
Well, banged up.
Yeah. Did you see any people while you were there?
Yeah. And they were burnt.
They were burnt?
Mm-hmm. Little kids were burnt bad, and it hurt to see them.
Hurt to see him?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
It hurt me to see them. I don't know about other people, but it hurt me to see them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also not something that you see every day.
Mm-hmm.
At least back then. I mean, nowadays with social media, unfortunately, you do see things like that pretty frequently, but that's also not healthy for you. But back then, that's not something you would see very often. How did the people there treat you that you interacted with?
Pretty good.
Did they really?
Treated us good.
Really? Did you eat any local food while you were there or anything?
Yeah.
Or were you doing like humanitarian aid?
Don't think so. I think we were at war with them.
But once you landed in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the war was pretty much over, right? So what were you guys doing there? Were you trying to help them?
I think so.
Yeah.
The women you had to feel sorry for there. The men made them do all the work.
The men were making all the women do all the work?
They gave them a big round something like that, fit on their head, carry up to 50 pounds, and they would have to do all the work.
Like what kind of work?
Well, fishing mostly, and whatever they could live on their little strip. Their garden wouldn't be much bigger than this whole arm between here and that man there.
They would have like a garden?
Pardon?
They would have gardens?
I don't remember using guns or having any.
Oh, gardens. Like growing vegetables and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So they would have like a home garden that they would grow stuff at their house. So there were some houses that weren't destroyed?
That's right. Some that were and some that weren't.
But you would say there was pretty widespread devastation there?
Mm-hmm.
How long did you spend there?
I'd say 2 to 3 months.
2, 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing while you were there?
Well, we were called it guard duty. I don't know what we were doing there.
Guard duty? So standing post, basically holding standing security. Okay. The war was like officially, like they surrendered not too long after that. So I guess that would make sense. Maybe we'd send Marines in there to stand post and like keep it.
It was all underground. Their maintenance was underground, and material to fight with was made underground.
The Japanese?
Japanese.
They built and manufactured a lot of stuff underground?
They did.
Oh, wow. Did you ever find that stuff?
Yeah.
Like personally?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things were they manufacturing underground?
You name it, and I think they made it there.
Damn, so you're there for 2 to 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, was that your last stop in the Pacific?
I don't remember. I really don't.
Yeah. But you probably...
I know how happy I was when they said that you've been released. And I was glad.
And when you were released, Like released from service?
And so they could bring me back to the States.
Okay. Did you go, once you got out, did you come back to Indiana?
Yeah.
And what did you do for work after that?
Helped on the farm,
You went back to work on the farm?
milk cows and whatever.
Milk cows.
Yeah. I've got a big dairy now.
You have a dairy farm?
I have a dairy farm,
Okay.
and I've got 400 cows.
400 cows.
Mhm.
That's a lot of cows. You got somebody that's managing that for you?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Well, they're different now than they were then. Then they were by hand. Now it's all electric.
Oh, it's all electric. Yeah, no, that's for sure. How was that coming back from Iwo Jima to milking cows?
Oh, you were
Was that
so
weird for a little while?
yeah. And you were so glad to get back you didn't worry about anything else.
Probably pretty peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, going from the absolute insane chaos of combat in the Pacific. Not only combat, but like the most intense combat you could possibly experience. Back to a farm milking cows in peace in Indiana.
Yeah, I still own a dairy.
At one point.
I make my own ice cream.
Right, you were good at making ice cream on ship, right? I imagine you probably were pretty good at making ice cream after you got back too at some point. I mean,
Yeah.
well, hey, look, I know you've got a busy schedule built here for the next couple of days because you're going to an event, right? What's the event you're going to?
I don't know what I do. Chad tells me.
Chad tells me. Chad, what's the event he's going to?
5th Marine reunion.
The 5th Marine Division reunion?
Correct.
Okay. So you're going to the 5th Marine Division reunion tomorrow, right?
No, it's next weekend.
Next weekend. Okay. So that's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
How many Iwo Jima survivors are left? Let's find out.
I don't know.
As of last month.
6 as of last month.
Yeah.
25,000.
25,000?
No, I don't know.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So there's still 25,000 left.
It's just the 5th Division.
You were 19 when you got there, right?
First time.
19 when you first got out there.
I was older than 19 when I come out.
Oh, when you got out, you were older than 19. But when you got to Iwo Jima, you were 19 years old, right?
Could be, yes.
Could be. As of March of 2025, March, so this is like months ago, there was approximately 150 U.S. veterans left who participated in the Battle of Iwo Jima who are still alive, according to the director of the Iwo Jima Association of America. There's been no confirmed reports of additional deaths among this group that have surfaced between then and October, though the number continues to steadily decline due to the advanced ages. So, the association estimated around 230 survivors 5 years earlier in 2020. So it's probably, I would say, less than 100.
That's the total amount that was involved.
Yeah, everybody.
Maybe.
Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Marine, or not Air Force, because it was Army Air Corps, but yeah, so Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Coast Guard, anybody that was there. That's, yeah, there's not many of you guys left, man. Well, look, Leighton, I appreciate your time today.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sitting down with me.
Glad to visit with you.
Yeah, no, dude, I really, thank you very much.
You're
And thank you for your service to the nation. Because guys like you paved the way for the rest of us. The work and the sacrifices that your generation did were, I would say, in a large way, reinforced the foundations of this country. And people refer to World War II veterans as the greatest generation for a reason. You guys were hardworking. You grew up in a real hard time during the Great Depression. You fought a very, very viciously violent war, which was like a war against good and evil, a war against tyranny. A lot of people think that World War II was the last just war a lot of times. Now, there's debates on that, but like either way, the legacy that you guys leave behind for other young Marines is vast. It is vast, and you guys laid the groundwork for a lot of the modern day, current day Marines, and a lot of these guys look up to your generation and the things that you guys did and the sacrifices you made.
Well, at least kept us together for another year.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely kept us together. So, but again, Leighton, I appreciate your time today, and thank you for coming on and telling, as much of your story as you could recollect. I know it's hard to remember a lot of stuff after I don't know how. I mean, I'm impressed that you're able to remember that. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't know if I'll have a solid. I can't remember anything right now, and I'm barely 40, so I don't know how you're doing it. my hat goes off to you, honestly. But yeah, thank you for sharing your story with us, and I hope that somebody sees this and gets some benefit from it. There's not a lot of you guys left, man, and I really want people to remember the sacrifices and the unbelievable things that you guys went through to achieve the things that you did.
Well, I wish that all of them would share their problems and what they've been through with other people. And I don't see that at times.
Yeah. Well, storytelling is a really big part of our culture.
That's right.
And that's something we have to get better about, because especially for folks that are dealing with trauma or dealing with post-traumatic stress or shell shock or things like that, talking about experiences, we've come to find makes it easier. And you don't have to drink yourself to death, and you don't have to other types of vices to get through things. I think the best solution is each other and support from each other. Obviously you guys had a pretty strong community coming up because there was a lot of you, there's a lot of you at that point. So we have a lot of work to do, but like I said, guys like you laid the foundation for a lot of what the modern day Marine Corps looks like,
Yeah, they're putting my tank up on a building.
Yeah, you were in Quantico recently.
Yeah.
At the Marine Corps Museum.
Yeah, if you're ever there, well, take a look at the tank that I drove, and
that's your tank. That's lucky.
Yeah.
Right. And did you sign it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. All right. So if you ever go to the Marine Corps Museum in Quantico, Virginia, it was signed by the very man who drove that tank onto the beach in Iwo Jima. That's pretty damn cool if you ask me.
There are some people that won't do anything. I'm working on a project now. We're going to build tables and have four tubs there of soup, like bean soup and chili, and 2 others.
Okay.
For the poor.
Okay.
And it's coming along slow, but it's coming.
There you go. Well, yeah, we got to help each other.
Yep.
Because if not us, then who?
No. Well, I've got 200 pounds of potatoes.
200 pounds.
200 pounds.
It's quite a bit of potatoes.
And it's helped the poor people that can't afford it.
You're a kind soul.
I hope so.
I think so. And again, look, I appreciate your time, and thank you for sitting down with me. And I wish you well in the future. Best of luck with the reunion coming up this coming weekend. I know by the time this releases, this will be long past, but still, best of luck.
Thank
with the
you.
Reunion, and best of luck with all of your other endeavors as well. But yeah, thanks so much.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate you. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
All right.